We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
19 right.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got him in. It's Brown. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Cut 19. Here we go. Cut. Cougar 19.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one with 2nd down. You look at this Arizona defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Here we go.
They'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's draft. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. Completes this one to Pickens. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Murray. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
To throw is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Sit. 2-2. 2-2.
Here's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled that time by Derek Hall. The Cardinals at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to not.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey McBride, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's 3rd and 7. Murray now to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Brissett. Open man here is Benson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
19. Okay. Right 20. Right. Go.
Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Another run here with Benson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Seahawks nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Dragon 60.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
19 sight. 19 sight.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
That's taken in by Arroyo. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out excellent pickup of 20 yards.
At the 2-yard line.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Look that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2nd and 10.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Now it's 2nd and 10.
19.
Now Brissett. Guys, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Here's 2nd and 8. And complete to Smith and Jigba. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Give them a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That's good.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught at the 25. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Murray now. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Brown going up the middle. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. He's going to use his legs here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jordan Birch in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
3rd and long.
On the
3rd down and 13.
Warriors 17. Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Come on, come on.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. Well, he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, two's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Benson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. To throw is Murray. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
At the 11-yard line.
19, touch.
Here's Brissett. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Murray. Touchdown! Trey McBride, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Seahawks 21.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Charles. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Warriors 70. Here we go. Ready, ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
60 by 2.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
And they give to Brown on the option. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And the Seahawks are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1.
Come on.
Brown once more. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Elijah Arroyo, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They run over center with Benson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Here we go, here we go.
He's going to try and take off with it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Seahawks.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Brown. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
2nd and 6 coming up. An inside give, Brown. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 59 yards. And the Seahawks strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Murray. That's caught by Wilson.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Murray. Open man here is Benson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Clock at 36 seconds. Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Murray to throw.
Caught. It's Wilson.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Murray.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Back to throw.
That's pulled in by Wilson.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Another Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
You're 19. Okay. You're 19. Okay. Go.
Now Brissett.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
2-point conversion.
Hey. Hey.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray.
And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off.
34.
So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Seahawks, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.